Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
At Little Caesars, get a large two-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza! Choose a large two-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for Game 2 here between ICC and Hinds. As we reset the scoreboard, I'm Adam Gore, joined by Dr. Brad Boggs, Raphael Henry on the camera for us today. You've got Cal Brown running our social media accounts, and Casey Smith taking photos for ICCimages.com. Matt Mallard is helping us out today. We do want to say congratulations to Matt Mallard as he received the CPRAM Scholarship Award. He'll be heading to Mississippi State next year on that. Matt's worked really hard for us the last 2 years. Proud to see him earn that honor. The Guaranteed Bank opening pitch is missing low for a ball. It comes your way at 5:45. That's a 5:45 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here in Game 2. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. This is Andrew Williams on the hill here for the Indians. Dr. Boggs, real quick before we talk about his stats, let's go ahead and take a look at some Bank Oklahoma keys to victory. What do the Indians need to do to come away with this sweep this afternoon?
Well, obviously, not what we're doing here right now. We're 2-0 count. But we need to get ahead in the count, and I'm taking care of things on the mound. Hitting-wise, if we keep doing what we were doing last game, we're good. I'm going to focus more on the mound and us being able to throw strikes, let your defense play behind you, do not give free passes, which we just did to the first batter with 4 straight balls, and don't put these leadoff runners on base. But limit the errors, and so really it goes back to pitching. In my thing is going to be one of the keys here, and how we handle our pitching and the command we take on the mound, as well as defensively how we perform and not getting or not having any errors.
Bank Oklahoma has proudly served North Mississippi for more than 90 years. They have locations in Oklahoma, Houston, Manatee, Bruce, Tupelo, and their newest branch now proudly serving Aberdeen and the surrounding areas. Bank Oklahoma, member FDIC. So a leadoff walk. Now this will bring Lipscomb to the plate, who was red hot towards the end of game one. And that pitch missing. And right now, Andrew just needs to take a deep breath and get refocused here, as Collier's going to come out and have a few words with him.
Yeah, you've thrown, 6 straight now. And, to start the game, you got to calm the nerves. You got to settle down. Put yourself back out there if you need to. Just envision yourself back out there in the bullpen, throwing and warming up. But nothing's going to happen, and that's the thing with pitchers, And I know part of pitching is mental, and it is. But you sure aren't going to have a good day if you don't throw strikes. I mean, people can hit bombs off of you, but if you're not throwing any strikes and you're putting them on, and you're overthrowing, and here comes Coach Collier. He's seen enough too. Right now, ball 3. He's got a pretty hard strut to the mound.
Yeah, it is in that case here. He's going to come out and kind of fire him up here. Let's go ahead and talk about some other games that went on. We talked about keeping an eye on today. Holmes picked up an 8-1 win in game 1 over Southwest. And then Meridian knocked off Northwest 19-9 in their game 1. So that moves Holmes to 10-11 in conference play. Southwest slips down to 9-12. They're in a tie now with ICC for that 9th and 10th place. Northwest, they lost 19-9, so they fell down to the 11th spot. So ICC, as of right now, is currently in that 10th spot, the final spot for the playoffs. But we still got a lot of baseball game left, because you got game 2 between us and Hinds. You've also got game 2 between Holmes and Southwest, Meridian, Northwest. We've still got to play Meridian. We've also still got to play Northwest. So, yes, we might be in that 10th spot right now, but don't mean a whole lot with, I think, 6 games left to play. No,
it doesn't. I mean, it's still too early. You want to position yourself best you can. You got to take care of business on your own. There's strike 1, first strike of the game there for Andrew, which is big. But you got to take care of your business and then let everybody else worry about theirs. Now he's walked the first 2 because we cannot control anyone else and what they do, but we can control whether we win or lose, and that's where we've got to perform. And you got to shut out all that other. Now you and I can talk about it all day, Southwest, whoever loses, Holmes loses, and where there's positioning. But that team out there needs to focus on them and just winning ball games.
Speaking of winning ball games, ICC softball completes the sweep of Hinds on the road. They pick up a 2-0 win in game 2. Ella Lilly will get the win of that one for the Indians. So ICC goes on the road, picks up a big-time sweep of Hinds to improve their standings in the playoffs. This pitch popped up, and a diving effort can't get to it, so runners will advance in that situation. A little lazy getting back. Now the Indians can get him at second. They got a possible run down here.
Got to keep an eye on everybody, and that's tough.
And
it's
they
a tough
are.
Run down, and they do. They get the out in between second and third. That's a base running mistake right there on the part of Caleb Lipscomb that could come back to haunt them a little bit. But that single right there dropped in, didn't drive in a run, but it did now put runners at first and third. Would have had them bases loaded with no outs.
So that does go for a hit. And then it's a 7-4-5 put out of Lipscomb for out number 1. Runners on the corners now here for Hinds. So a little bit of craziness going on there as that pitch fouled back for strike 1, as this is Clowers at the plate.
Yeah, and it was a good effort out there by Jarrett Morris out in the left to try to come up and make the play and try to make the catch. Good hit there on the part of Busby, but, dropped it out there in the left, and he was out in front of that when Clowers was for strike 2. But, again, Indians able to capitalize on a base running mistake right there for Hinds to get the first out. And now you got Andrew Williams up 0-2. Got him.
And there's strike three. Beautiful breaking pitch. Slips down in there for strike three. Got him looking for the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. More importantly, second out here of the inning. And now this will bring Keene to the plate. He's in that DH spot, batting fifth. And boy, it'd be big if the Indians could get out of this inning with no damage done.
Yeah, 2 outs now, so you got to feel a little better about yourself if you're Andrew Williams from the start. The runner takes off. They're going to throw down on that one. Hinds did not try to capitalize on a first and third situation. There were 2 outs. Did not even try to sneak Stovely. They didn't even try to sneak him up and try to go home. They were just trying to take second in the event they could drop a hit out there by Keene.
That first pitch across for a strike. Second one missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Keene. Don't remember him getting any action in the first game today, so this will be the first time that we see him this afternoon. Or I should now call it evening.
Yes.
That pitch on the outer edge called a strike. 1-2 is the count. Great job by Andrew Williams to settle down after a few hiccups to start, and now has a chance to get out of this inning with no damage done here with a 1-2 count.
Well, you might say a great job, too, by Coach Collier, who took one of those mound visits so far, and now you hit 1-2 with 2 outs, and that almost probably could have chased that one, but he didn't. Not a bad pitch there. It was low, but couldn't get him to chase it. So Stone able to block that up, keep it in front, no runs scored, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Williams. Runners at second and third. There is 2 outs here in the inning.
Got him.
Swing and a miss for strike three and a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning there. Back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. And a very fired-up Rick Collier right there welcoming Williams back to the dugout. Well, Dr. Boggs, let's take a look at our Game 2 starting lineups being presented to you by Coke. Let's start with Hinds, who comes in with a record of 10-31, 4-17 in conference play.
Okay, we've got leading off Kent Stovely at short. Batting second was Caleb Lipscomb, who's playing third. Batting third is Graham Busby out in right. Fourth in the cleanup spots to Corey Clowers out in left field. Batting fifth is Ethan Keene, who's DHing here in Game 2. Batting sixth, Reed McCrillis playing first. Batting seventh is Ryder. Let me look at Malaya. That's what I got. Malaya. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ryder Malaya, who did not play in Game 1, who will be playing second here. Batting eighth will be R.J. Brown behind the plate doing the catching duties, who did see some time in Game 1. And then batting in the 9 spot is Diego Maddox out in center field. And pitching on the mound today for Hinds is Jacob Galloway.
That is your starters there for the Eagles here in Game 2 for ICC. Here's your starting lineup, ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination. And Coach Rick Collier, who, by the way, just picked up career win number 700 as skipper of the Indians, looking for 701 with his starting lineup here in Game 2.
Yeah, leading off is Jude Treadaway at short. Batting second, Nathan Ferris at third. Batting third, Stone Collier behind the plate catching. Cleanup, Madden Butler at second. Batting fifth, Evan McCarthy out in right field. Batting sixth, Bryce Glenn be at first, Game 2. Batting seventh will be Jarrett Morris out in left field. Batting eighth, Bryson Jackson DHing here in Game 2. Ninth is Houston Green out in center field. And on the mound, as we mentioned, for the Indians, pitching is Andrew Williams.
Galloway's first pitch across for a strike to Treadaway. That pitch going to miss low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Bottom of the first, no score. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update, 2-0. ICC takes Game 2 in softball over Hinds to get the sweep this afternoon in Raymond. There in softball, the Indians hoping to do the same here in Game 2 this evening in Fulton. It's that pitch high and outside for a ball. 3-1 now is the count here to Treadaway. And that's going to be a walk. Good way to start the inning there, as same thing happened with Hinds. Nice patient at bat there by Treadaway.
Yeah, both pitchers again so far here in the early innings are having a little difficulty finding the strike zone. So we'll see if that trend continues while with Galloway as he faces Nathan Ferris.
Well, half-hearted pickoff move over to first. No issue there. As this is Ferris playing at third base. Digging in here for his first at-bat in game 2. Looks at that pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count.
Yeah, breaking pitch, not catching any part of the plate there. Going outside, ball 1. Good eye by Ferris.
So 1-0 is the count. Runner at first here for the Indians. Dribbler up the middle, and it's going to get through for a hit. They're going to try to stretch this over to third, and the throw will be in time. Or no, excuse me, the run will be there in time. The runner will advance to second on the throw. Basically, it goes for a base hit. Runner's advance to third without an issue.
That's correct.
I messed that all up. It will go for a single. An advance on the throw, Will Ferris. So that is a hit for the Indians. And now this will be Stone Collier coming to the plate. Great opportunity here for the Indians to strike early.
Yeah, good opportunity. Runners at second, third, no outs for the Indians.
That pitch high and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say. I said the throw was in time. It wasn't even close. I was watching a different game.
I was good with it. It didn't bother me. That breaking pitch comes in there for strike 1 to Stone because, I make boo-boos all the time. I made boo-boos in the first game, and I'll make some more this one.
1-1 is the count. And it's all speed that time. 1-2 now is the count here to Collier.
Yeah, quickly ahead of Stone here. 1-2, as you mentioned. Like I said, good opportunity here for the Indians to go ahead and strike early. Oh.
And that pitch, they're going to say he went. They're going to appeal. They said he did not. Ooh, that was close.
It sure was.
I thought it was a strike on the pitch.
Well, I kind of did too, and then I saw Stone half, kind of swing at it, or obviously didn't go far enough, but I thought he might have, but he didn't. Then he did.
So there's a swing and a miss for the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Galloway, and the first out of the inning. Runners at second and third now, and this will be Butler coming to the plate. Well, if ICC can talk about improving anything from game 1, it would be that middle of the lineup, as they kind of struggled today as that first pitch across for a strike.
Yeah, Galloway's kind of settled down here, and he's throwing some strikes here now and getting the ball across. That one in the turf there, bounced out in front of the catcher. Catcher is going to have to take a little breather on that one. He took a good shot there on that. That one bounced up at him, and I don't know where it caught him. I don't know if it caught him.
One of those that might have bounced up and kind of caught him underneath that.
Yeah, and that chin
mass there.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a quick break and hear from Coke.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like.
Welcome back, as he didn't take as much time as I thought he was. Can shake that one off, so a good sign there. As that pitch high for a ball. 1-1, or 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, it was one of those that kind of caught him underneath there. He was kind of pointing at it. So luckily able to shake that off and get back out there on now it's a 3-1 count. That one low and outside. And Galloway, I don't know if that messed up his rhythm or not, but anyway, now he's back trying to find the strike zone. Runners at second and third still for the Indians, as that's going to fall in there for strike 1. Hits the outside part of the plate. Full count.
3-2 with one out. Runners on second and third. ICC trying to strike early here in the bottom of the first. This pitch fouled off. It's going to get out of play, heading towards the parking lot. Some fans walking in. Kind of dipped out of the way as we'll sit at 3-2. This is Butler at the plate. RBI opportunity for him. Instead, it's going to take that for ball 4, and now bases will be loaded here for the Indians in the bottom of the first. Fans, remember, when you're ready to load your plate, just like the bases are right now, make the right call and visit Sam's Town Market in Manatee. So now, with one out, bases full of Indians, ICC could really get something going here, but a great job coming back across for strike 1 is this McCarthy at the plate.
Yeah, Galloway did a good job battling back there and threw strike 1 to McCarthy through strike 2. He's had McCarthy off on these first 2 pitches, something McCarthy hasn't been looking for apparently, either one of them, and quickly down 0-2.
Then that one missing low. Not a bad spot to miss there, especially after getting those last 2 pitches for strikes. Thought you might have been able to get him to chase one, but instead now the count goes 1-2 here to McCarthy.
Yeah, kind of hit him lunging, but he didn't swing. Same at that one. No swing drawn, so 2-2 count. So good eye on the part of McCarthy to bring the count back to even.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Bottom of the first, ICC. Trying to see if they can find a way to strike early here. Now the count will go full. I said runners at second and third. Actually, bases loaded here for the Indians. So now the 3-2 count. McCarthy finds a piece of that one, fouls it off, and we'll stay at 3-2.
Yeah, inner part of the plate there. McCarthy did a good job of fighting that pitch off, fouling it back, and living to see another day here and get another swing.
Well, you got to be careful. Can't leave anything up to McCarthy in this situation.
Nope.
And then gets him to chase one low and outside there for a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout. Clutch strikeout there, second of the inning. And, boy, if they can get out this inning with bases loaded and no damage done, we talked about how big it was for ICC in the top half of the inning. Be huge here for Hinds.
Yeah, no doubt it would. As that one's going to be first pitch swung on, fouled back, Bryce Glenn. But, going to be a long day if either team can't drive in these runs when they get them sitting here in scoring position with one or no outs, and if that's the case. And hopefully it won't be for Etowamba. Maybe they can drive in one of these runs here.
That pitch missing low for a ball. One and one now is the count. That pitch runs inside high, 2-1 now. The count here to Glenn. Glenn batting in that sixth spot. Wanting to change the baseball here. So we'll get a swap out in this situation. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. ICC had some clutch 2-out hits in game 1. Can they find one here in game 2? 0-0 is your score here in the bottom of the first. The dribbler up the middle, shortstop get it, easy toss over, and a big inning there for Hinds to get out of that with no damage done whatsoever. Indians load the bases and leave them that way. We played 1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Etowamba Community College, April 24th.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leaves bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Couldn't scratch across a run. 0-0 is your score here. As we get set now to move to the top of the second inning, it will be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up. McCrillis, Millay, and Brown. Scheduled up here for Hinds. Hinds dropped the first game. Was it 16-7? Yeah, 16-7.
Number 11, Reed McCrillis.
In the first game, trying to bounce back and earn a split here and stay in that chase, or at least a game out from the chase of that 10th spot in the playoffs. Of course, again, still 6 games to play for most teams in the conference. As, wow, a big-time swing there on that changeup Strike one.
Yeah, there's a changeup, had movement on it right there, and he probably don't mean this bad, but he could have swung twice.
Yeah, that, and he failed trying to check his swing as well.
Had him that far out in advance, but then he fouls that pitch off for strike two. So quickly ahead, Andrew Williams coming out now. Seems to have settled down a little more, and from where we started, and throwing strikes here and quickly ahead 0-2, and fouls that one off. Chops it foul, still strike two.
So we'll sit at 0-2. Here to McCrillis, the first baseman. Awaiting the 0-2 offering here from Williams. That one missing low. Not a bad spot to miss. 1-2 now is the count. Again, we appreciate everyone that's tuned in here this afternoon. This second inning is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. We encourage you to visit RenaissanceBank.com to find out more. That first inning was brought to you by Raising Cane's in Tupelo. One dream, one love. That's Raising Cane's, located right there on North Gloucester Street. And, Brad, that sounds really good right now.
Oh, no doubt. Raising Cane's, I got some good chicken tenders, good plate there that you can get with those fries, and you were the first one that exposed me to them at one point, and man, they're good. So glad that Tupelo has a location now that we can go pick some chicken tenders up from Raising Cane's at any time. Those are good.
So the 3-2 pitch on its way, and it misses. Woo!
Lost him.
Tough pitch there. Looked pretty good, but a nice job by McCrillis to draw the walk, and second inning in a row that Hinds has put the runner on to start the inning. Brad, we were in Louisiana when we found that Raising Cane's, which is ironic because there's another chicken place that is considered their brand of chicken down there, but we got the better end of Raising Cane's.
Like I said, that was the first time I'd ever been. You exposed me, and that was hooked since. Nice pitch right there on that. Took something off. No swing. Quickly ahead 0-1.
That is Malia at the plate. 0-1 is the count. Breaking pitch, and it stayed up high that time, but a healthy swing and a miss. 0-2 now is the count here to the second baseman. Runner at first after a leadoff walk. 0-2 is the count. Williams getting set to deliver the pitch. Couldn't get him to chase after chasing that last breaking pitch. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, runner at first. Game 2 between ICC and Hinds. Little excuse me swing. Third baseman finds it. There's one. Can they turn 2? No, so that'll be a fielder's choice. As 5-4 on the putout of McCrillis. 1 out now, runner at first.
Yeah, that one was kind of hit softly. It would have been hard to get 2 out of that. Able to get the lead runner. Ferris did a good job fielding it down there. But as softly as that one was hit, hard to get 2. So at least they were able to get that lead runner out and get the first out of the inning.
So this will be Brown, who is catching here in Game 2. Caught the latter part of Game 1, that pitch missing for a ball after the Game 1 catcher was ejected after arguing a call with an umpire. It was a quick trigger, so I imagine he might have had a few colorful words to say on that questionable call. There's a breaking pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Speaking of ejected, Pirates are winning.
Hey.
Bottom of the second, 1-0. Of course, they had a big brawl the other night.
Yeah, man.
Did you miss it?
I did, but
man, I'm telling you,
it's a 1-1 pitch here. This one fouled off. You know, as we say in Pittsburgh, "Nuck if you buck," and apparently we nucked, but wasn't buck enough to get the win.
So they just, I'm telling you, they got had some ejections in that one, I think, but.
Is Skeens okay? Is all I have to ask.
I think Skeens is fine. Skeens is doing good right now. Yeah.
As long as he don't get involved with the fight, we'll be okay. 1-2 pitch.
That's a
Minor
hit.
is going to get through for a hit, and they'll have runners at first and second here. That is the second hit of the game for Hinds. And to bring up Maddox, the number 9 batter here.
Number 2, Diego Maddox.
So, runners at first and second. 1 out. Indians would love to find a Little Caesars double play here. Maddox is playing in center field here in game 2, batting in that 9 spot. Swings on the first one he sees. Do we get it? There's 1, and there is 2. The Little Caesars double play right on call as ICC turns 2 to get out of the inning. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back now as we head to the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 is your score. ICC and Hinds doing battle here in game 2. Hinds trying to bounce back and earn a split with the Indians here in Fulton. First pitch, he ticked it. 4-1. This is Morris, Jackson, and Green scheduled up.
Well, what that was is, again, the benches cleared for the Pirates the other night. They threw up and in on McCutcheon. And
you don't mess with Kutch.
Yeah, they kind of threw him down. But the night before, now they don't, they're not going to say whether this is related or anything. That one's in the turf there for ball 1. But the Pirates hit one of the Nationals players, and it fractured his nose. Allegedly.
There's a ground ball to the third baseman and the throw over. Beautiful stretch.
Pulled his foot off.
But pulled him off,
yeah.
So we're going to call that an E5 on the play that will allow Morris to reach. He had plenty of time, just airmailed the throw, so that will go for an error.
Number 14,
and so now this will be Jackson coming to the plate. Indians with the runner at first. Yeah, Brad, remember, allegedly. Don't know that really happened. I mean, it's probably reported by a major news outlet or
could have been
trustworthy one. But
one that had video,
news,
but those videos could have been.
Yeah, AI today?
Allegedly.
My Pirates wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't think so. Speaking of, I'd like to give Ralph some good news out there. Game 2, South Carolina took Ole Miss 7-2. Ole Miss not having a good week thus far, so they'll be looking to bounce back and at least take one from the South Carolina Gamecocks tomorrow.
They'll say you win.
Yeah, they are.
So 1-1 now is the count. So, sorry, I've been distracted by either the Hawk or the Eagle that's got a nest up there in football.
Well, I see the nest up there. You're exactly right. I don't know.
It's been like flying around, like swooping down. I'm waiting for it to like try to catch a fly ball.
That would be nice. I see it up there at the top.
We'll in between the at bat here, we'll let
Ralph get a shot.
Kind of show it off as that ball. They tried to act like whatever did get away, but not far enough to allow the runner to advance there. 2-1, steal your count. Yeah, it's that part of the day where my ADHD kind of kicks in and I start looking at everything but the ball game, and I'll apologize. I'll get refocused here. Is that pitch missing?
Still got 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Bryson Jackson, DHing here in game 2. Runner at first, no outs.
So Jackson will dig in to guard the dish here. 2-2 pitch. Gets away, and the runner goes and
catcher
picks the
lost it.
perfect one to run on there. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, catcher lost that one. It's easy to do. Got that mask on. That ball bounces up. So catcher lost that one, and so easily, like you said, takes second, no outs.
So now the count will go full. 3-2 here to Jackson, who is the DH. Swings on it, fouls it off, and we'll sit at 3-2.
Notre Dame does not play until 8 o'clock. Play Stanford. That could be, I don't know if that's 8 o'clock our time or 8 o'clock Stanford's time. None of my business. I'll let you figure that one out because that'll be you. That one's inside. Ball 4.
Result in a walk there.
State and Florida don't kick off, or no. Well, I'm saying kick off, but they don't play until 7, and that's on the SEC network.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be 8 Central Time for our start tonight.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It'd be 8 Central Time, yeah. So, but
that'd be a late game.
Late game. You can catch that one when you get home.
I can. I'm not going to, though. Is that foul ball back for strike 1? No, I'm kidding. I'll probably catch the highlights. It's WrestleMania weekend. I'll go back and watch the Hall of Fame induction. And then WrestleMania Day 1 tomorrow. They're you know, we talked about our 7.5 hours of broadcast for East Mississippi baseball the other day. It's just going to be another bunt attempt, and it's laid down beautifully. And they're going to look at third, and they're going to go, and they're going to say in time on the throw.
He went around and got the lead runner, force out there. And so at third, you really kind of hope that bunt would have been
a little bit more down
first base. A little bit more down first base side. But bunt got down. Can't fault ICC for trying to play situational baseball. That does bring the first out of the inning here, runners at first and second.
So Green will reach on the fielder's choice, but no, to go back, we said, 7.5 hours of broadcast of baseball. They're saying 18 hours of broadcasting for WrestleMania this weekend. I'm not going to watch all 18.
18 hours.
9 hours a day. That ain't me. I like it. I enjoy it. It's fun.
My goodness.
That's a work day.
That's a lot. That's a lot of broadcasting there. 18 hours.
1-1 is the count here. This is Treadaway at the plate.
Ralph could handle all 18 with just 1 cup of coffee.
Exactly. Ralph's the man.
Yeah, 1 cup and that'd do him, and he could handle 18. Not Brad.
Ralph has got a bunch of eggs he's got to go fix up for the weekend.
Easter egg hunt.
He's doing that for his church as that pitch misses low for a ball. 2-2 is the count. I've got to ask if he's using real eggs or fake eggs.
Because if he's
using real eggs, then somebody
may be taking them.
Yeah, somebody might be taking them and using those things because
they're
they're expensive.
If they've been outside a little while, still may take them and take your chances on them.
Yes. 3-2 is the count as that ball goes low. Runners at first and second here with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. No score in game 2 between Hinds and ICC is going to reset after he went to the rosin bag there. And got him to chase one. Nice pitch. It was a little low and outside. Would have been a borderline pitch. Treadaway couldn't find a piece of it to foul it off, as that will go for the third run-on bank strikeout of the game. So now 2 outs, and this will bring Ferris to the plate.
Etowah still with just 1 hit in the game thus far. Kind of running into some of the same problems as I say that.
I was about to say Ferris is going to come through for us.
And he did. He hit a gapper there, and that's going to score 2 runs out of that. And Ferris is going to get a double.
Big time clutch hit there off the bat of Ferris. ICC goes up 2-0. Clutch hit there by Ferris. Hits second of the game. 2-run double. ICC up now 2-0. Couldn't cash in on that error, even though he got put out, but does come in and get 2 runs there. And now this will be Collier coming to the plate.
Yeah, still got a runner in scoring position for Collier here at the plate, so another opportunity for ICC. Put another run up on the board here in the bottom of the second.
That pitch drifts inside, high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Stone.
Popped it.
Pop this one up. Catcher's going to drift back. Will it stay in play?
Looks
Dancing
like it.
around, looking, and we'll find it for the out. Well, good job. He didn't want to react to it at first. Then his pitcher told him to go after it, and he got the out. But the Indians do get a 2-run double off the bat of Ferris to take a 2-0 lead after 2 complete here in Game 2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move to the top of the 3rd inning. Let's see if we can find that bird. There it is. It's out there on the ledge. It's got a nest in one of the lights up there, as Ralph will show you that as well. So that is what's been kind of entertaining me here the last few innings.
Now batting number 19, Ket Stabley.
As we move now to the 3rd inning, Hinds trailing this one 2-0 after a 2-run double by Ferris. And this will be Stavely, Lipscomb, and Busby scheduled up, the 1-2-3 batters.
Yeah, back to the top of the lineup for Hinds here. Stavely, of course, as we know, obviously the next 2 guys here, Stavely and Lipscomb, walked their first 2 at-bats. Our first at-bat, excuse me. There was 2 of them as that one's fouled off. 1-1 count. Luckily, though, good Andrew Williams has kind of calmed down a little bit and has thrown a lot better here after that mound visit by Coach Collier in the 1st inning.
Spirited mound visit.
Spirited
by
mound
Coach
visit.
Collier.
I like that.
1-1 now is the count. Oh, beautiful breaking pitch. Just couldn't quite pull the string enough. As it's up high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, it had a lot of good motion on it, a lot of good movement, on that thing, but just not quite enough. It didn't, it's kind of laid up high right there and inside.
2-1 pitch on its way. This one hit, fouled out of play. Now the count will go 2-2. Sun starting to set here in Fulton. Shadows stretching across historic Crescent Field. That saw a very historic day before, at the end of game 1, I should say, as Rick Collier collected his career win number 700 as head coach of the Indians. As that pitch high and inside for a ball, and you and I both known Rick for a long time, and we know that he enjoyed that moment where he was honored with that 700th, but as soon as that moment was over, he was focusing on this game here.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely so. Rick did enjoy that, and it's a big milestone as that ball drifts high, and that's going to be a ball 4, and that's going to be a walk. But, you're right. He turns around from that point forward, and it's like, all right, we're moving on, and we're going to get 701 here. But I'd say kudos to Dr. Case, and Colin Minga, and yourself, Adam. Y'all kind of did a great job of pulling that together today to where we were able to honor Coach Collier as soon as he got that win on the field. So great job by y'all, as that one's going to be lifted out to right field for the first out of the inning.
There's out number 1. As you said, that one's kind of on the line. right fielder out there. That was McCarthy. Didn't have to move a whole lot to go get that one for out number 1.
Number 23.
We have to go all the way back to, I think it is February the 13th in 2002 when Rick picked up his very first win as a head coach. It was a 2-1 win at Southwest. And would have been neat if he would have swept Southwest last week. It would have came full circle for his 700th win. Would have been in the same spot as his first win.
That would have been.
But they did split in that situation. So we were able to celebrate it rightfully so here at Crescent Field. So 1-0 as that first pitch drifts outside here to Busby. He had a single his last time up. There's one. Can they turn 2 again? Yes, they do. Another Little Caesars double play, 5-4-3. Turning around there for the unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the third. Let's take a break. Hear from Little Caesars and more. Back with that right after this.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirates, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza, pizza.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back. Back in the game. Back in motion. Back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back as we move now to the bottom of the third. That first pitch missing low for a ball. This is Butler, McCarthy, and Glenn scheduled up here for ICC. That pitch runs in high. Ball 2, 2-0 is the count.
Yeah, still got Galloway on the mound for Hinds.
That pitch checked his swing. They're not going to appeal, so it's going to be 3-0. Really surprised he didn't get at least an appeal on that one, Brad.
Well, I would have thought they would have appealed that one too, but catcher didn't even think he went around either enough to even ask for an appeal. So 3-0 count right there. You can get strike one, take it all the way.
Butler walked in his only appearance so far here in game one. And we'll do it again here in his second.
Indians taking base runners, being patient there, knowing that, kind of pitching, actually for both squads, to be honest with you, just kind of been up and down. They can get in the zone, and then one inning they're pitching good, and it might go on for a couple of innings, and all of a sudden it's just like, whoa, I've lost it. So that one was hit on a rope foul, luckily for Hinds. McCarthy was trying to make up for that first at bat when he K'd, and he was sitting on that first pitch right there and drove it out there deep into left field, just foul.
That's the thing about McCarthy's bat, boy. It's one of those that can really change the complexity of the game in one swing.
They decided to basically replicate the the one he hit foul on the second one. So good thing for Hinds, 2 strikes on McCarthy. Good thing for Edwamba. That's 2 good swings right there. But you got an 0-2 count here, so you got to protect the plate. You got to be ready to see what Galloway's going to challenge you with here on an 0-2 count.
Pitch on its way, and rips this one and pulls it foul, inching closer to fair territory. 0-2 will stay the count here on McCarthy. He struck out swinging in his first at bat, so as Brad mentioned, looking to redeem himself here with a runner at first. We're in the bottom of the third. This game's scheduled for 7. There's a shot. Shortstop will get it. Tosses over. No. Will go for an error. And the Indians now will have runners on the corners.
Yeah, it's gonna be an E6.
So a big-time break there for the Indians now with runners on the corners. That is the second error of the game for Hinds. And, man, for the Indians, you've got to cash in on those, Brad.
Yeah, you got a first and third situation here, no outs due to the error. So Butler was able to advance on the bad throw.
So runners on the corners here. Butler will dig in. Toss over to first, half-hearted, not in time.
So we got a first and third. If you're Etowama, no outs, we're going to see if there's any type of situation here that they try to take advantage of the first and third opportunity here. Presently, they have not.
Like I said, Butler, this is actually Bryce Glenn at the plate. Is that pitch missing low? I was checking my lineup.
Ball
I think,
two,
I
if
think
I'm
it's
not
2-0
mistaken.
Is the count. The catcher will come out and talk to his pitcher here in this situation. He understands it's a big situation right now in this contest. They want to try to see if they can get out of this inning with minimum to no damage done. But for ICC, middle of the third, getting closer to be able to start to stretch this out, pick up some insurance runs, and try to start to put this thing away.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. You got to take advantage of these opportunities, and we've seen Etowama throughout the year. A lot of times they haven't been at the plate, and that's what's kind of killed them a little bit, is trying to take advantage of these opportunities. And I know game one they were able to beyond the second inning, and so I know they're hoping, Coach Collier's hoping that trend continues here in game two.
Fouls this one off, and that hurt.
Yeah, Glenn out in front of that one right there. Well, the catcher threw the ball back.
To the second baseman.
I think he was throwing to the second baseman. The pitcher just said, I'm not even going after it because it's too far out there. So
that one's off the top of the foot of Bryce Glenn. And I don't know, Brad. I'm somebody that's had numerous foot injuries over my life, and anything off the top of the foot like that hurts.
Yeah, then you're going to take a hit by pitch right there. That's going to load the bases. But, yeah, really smarts if you got an ingrown toenail.
Hey, hopefully he don't have one. And so now bases be loaded here for the Indians. We saw bases loaded in the first. ICC couldn't cash in on that situation. But now it's going to be bases loaded with no outs.
Is that going to be the second mound visit, or who called for that? Coach Collier or the catcher? Because I know the second time catcher's been out there.
Like we may have a.
I don't know what's happened. Butler now just came back out, and now he's at third.
So they may have had to switch a helmet there, maybe? I don't know. He is staying there. Bases are loaded. ICC fans, remember, when you're ready to load your plate, just like the bases are now, visit Samstown Market in Manatee. So Morris, who reached on an error, stands in, takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, big-time opportunity here for Etowama. No outs here.
Fouls that one back.
Yeah, that breaking pitch, Morris fouls that one back, kind of out in front there. 0-2 count here to Morris, but got to take advantage of these opportunities if you're Etowama offensively, as Morris fouls that pitch back as well.
It'll get out of play, and we'll sit at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bases loaded here for the Indians. A chance to get that merry-go-round spinning and build on this 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. Pitch on its way. This one ripped, and
bad luck right there.
Did he get back in time? No, it was a double play.
That's bad luck right there.
Yeah.
I mean, because he hit that solid. That's a solid hit by Morris. That's something no coach is going to complain about. Yeah. That's a line shot. Third baseman down there made for Hinds. Lipscomb made a heck of a play.
Yeah, matter of fact, the catch carried him to the bag.
It did, yeah, that's what I was going to say. That line shot carried him to the bag, and all he had to do was step on it. So, bad luck there for Etowama, but solid hit.
This pitch hammered. Center fielder's going to go back, and we'll watch it leave the ballpark. A 3-run home run. Boy, how big is that double play now?
Oh, yeah, huge.
As that one off the bat of Jackson. And ICC goes up 5-0.
Yeah, big time right there. Again, just the bad luck on the line drive. Because it was hit like any coach would want you to hit it, so nothing wrong with that, no complaints. But, yeah, you're right. How big was that double play right there for Hinds, because it could have even been worse right there had that double play not been turned. So 5-0 now. Etowama able to put 2 runs on the board in the second inning and 3 now here in the third.
That first pitch high for a ball as this is Green at the plate. 1-0 is the count to Green. Thought about going on that one, holds off. 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, good take right there. Good hold. 2-0 count.
Green will dig in, awaiting the pitch here. Nobody on the bases after that 3-run home run. Takes a healthy chop at that one, misses. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, out in front of that as well. Got to get that timing down if you had one on some of these. Now, obviously, you say, well, Brad, he just hit a home run. His timing is down. Some of them still got to work on their timing, get that timing down on those off-speed pitches, because that's going to be ball 3-1 count.
Green reached on a fielder's choice, and his only at bat so far here.
Nope.
And they'll take ball 4, and he's going to hustle down just in case the catcher doesn't get to it.
If the catcher doesn't get to it, then you can still take second. But that catcher, Brown, didn't look like he was in a big hurry to get it.
I think he heard the footsteps speed up of Green, and that encouraged him to get there. We'll have
a mound visit by the coach
here. So we'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Etowama Community College, April 24th.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing a refrigerated, a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Etowama Community College, and you belong here.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as we have a Guaranteed Bank call to the bullpen. Dr. Boggs, tell us about the new pitcher here for Hinds.
Carson Reed, right-handed pitcher, sophomore out of Richland, Mississippi, Richland High School. First pitch swung on by Jude Treadaway, driven down the left field line. That's going to drop at the bottom of the fence, Adam. That is going to score a run right there. And Jude with a stand-up double right there. RBI, and I can't even get to talk, which is good for the Indians because they scored another run right there, 6-0 first pitch seeing from Carson, and Jude drives it deep there, hits at the base of left field fence out there. Carson Reed came in with a 4.70 ERA, 3 wins, no losses, 10 appearances on the year, 15 the third innings pitched, giving up 23 hits, now 24, as well as 16 runs, now 17, and 11 strikeouts and 10 walks.
That first pitch at the knees to Ferris for strike one. He is 2 for 2 on the day with the single and a 2-run double. See if we can go ahead and knock one out of the park here and have a shot at that hitting for the cycle. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 1-1. Let's go ahead and say triple. That's the hardest one.
I do the triple first. Let's get the triple first.
Well, if you get the cycle in order, I've never seen that before.
I haven't either.
As this one popped up, that one's not going to get it done.
And we're not going to see it right now either.
As the left fielder coming in, calling off the shortstop, and will make the play for out number 3, but not before the Indians add 4 more on the board. A 3-run home run by Jackson and a RBI double by Treadaway. Indians lead this one 6-0 after 3 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This one we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready? Yeah!
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 4th inning. ICC up in this one 6-0, trying to go for the sweep here on sophomore day of Hinds. Brad, always a special day when we're able to honor and recognize our sophomores.
It really is. It's that time of year, and of course we do it in every sport, but it's that time of year here for our spring sports where they get to recognize and honor those sophomores who put a lot of time and effort into playing and devoting to the program here. As I strike one to Clowers. And always glad, get your families out. It's just always a good day. We always have that on the weekend as he swings through that, strike 2, so Williams quickly ahead. A lot of times on sophomore day, and I haven't seen it back there, but the past few years, Coach Collier has crawfish back there.
That's a good point.
But I haven't seen it or smelled it. Oh, good fielding right there. Hey, field your position.
Absolutely, and a big-time play there by Williams. Man, we talked about this, and we'll continue to say it. Little rough start, few hiccups here and there, but he has done well since that, as we said, spirited conversation with Coach Collier.
Yeah, that spirit, love to know. All of us would love to know what was said. Sometimes those, it's a good pep talk. It's a good pep talk, and it kind of obviously changes things and changes the trajectory of things. And so that's happened with Williams. He's settled down, and it doesn't hurt either, Adam, that you got 6 runs on the board.
Yes. That makes things a little bit more easier on a pitcher. You feel a bit more comfortable of filling up that strike zone a little bit more, knowing you got some runs to play with and a solid defense behind you as well. That first pitch fouled off. 0-1 is the count here as this is Keene at the plate. A little slow roller here. Shortstop's going to have to hurry. And
that's tough.
I'm going to call that a hit.
I'm going to call that a hit, too. That's a tough play right there. There's a left-hander coming out of the box right there, and it was just a slow chopper. Short was playing back, had to charge it. That's a tough play. You got to throw off, but I'm with you. I'm calling that a hit.
Yeah, I'll say it's one of those. Just the ball almost refused to go to the shortstop, and he had to come charging in to try to make the play. And when he did, it was going to take a MLB level throw to make that play.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones right there.
So that hit is the third of the game. It puts the runner at first, and this is going to be McCrillis at the plate. He walked, was erased on a fielder's choice back in the second. So 1 out and a runner at first. ICC up 6-0 here in the fourth. This game's scheduled for 7 here in game 2. Pitch in the dirt, blocked up nicely there by Collier. 1-1 now is the count.
1-1 count here. Still got a good crowd out here for the second ball game here today. Hinds seems like they brought a good crowd with them. Great day again just to be out.
That pitch missing low, 2-1 now is the count. As you said, most people get Fridays off, so a chance to travel whenever they typically don't, because they'll have Saturday to kind of recover from the road trip. Hope everybody has big plans for their families this weekend. As 2-1 pitch fouled off, we'll go 2-2.
Ralph's going to be boiling eggs.
He is. I give Ralph a lot of credit. He does a lot of stuff for his church. He does a lot of stuff for the youth, and just a good guy in Ralph coming in doing that. And because I'm going to tell you this, I ain't boiling 15 dozen eggs, Ralph.
Brad's not going to be boiling 1 egg for Easter, I can tell you that. So I agree. Respect that wholeheartedly, as he was out in front of that one right there. Good pitch by Williams, strike 2 still. But it's just I'd probably, if I were to do it, I might sit down. I might get through the first batch of them, which I guess you wouldn't. You can get 4 or 5 in a pan, and I'd say, nah, I'm done with this.
Yeah. I would fry 1 or 2 and then call it a day.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
2-2 pitch on its way outside for ball 3.
So, but yes, it's a big weekend for everybody, and it is. And like we were mentioning, baseball this weekend too. But you got the WrestleMania, but a lot of other things that are going on too, and families get together and have big meals and good times together. So good weekend, and luckily we've got good weather for this Easter weekend, as that one's fouled back, hanging in there, still full count.
And not only that, a lot of people get Friday off. A lot of people get Good Monday off. I know it's going to be off at the college for some people.
Yeah, some.
There's 1, 2, 3 people in the broadcast booth right now that will. No, Ralph, you ain't got to come to work, so you'll be off Monday.
He may still be boiling eggs.
So he'll be cleaning up eggs. Don't bring them to the office.
I was going to say, because if you can't find all those eggs and then you run over one later on a lawnmower, then you really.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah, I ain't thought about that. So.
Never have had that happen to you?
No, I can't say that I have.
Yeah, when you boil those eggs for an Easter egg hunt, and you don't find them all, and then you later find one on a lawnmower, it's a good smell.
3-2 pitch getting set here as we're way off the rails now. As this one tattooed, and this one's got a chance here.
That's over the big wall.
And we have not seen a home run in that direction in quite a while, as that one gets over the second tier wall by McCrillis, and that's going to be a 2-run home run, and that's what Hinds needs to get back in this thing. Just a little bit of a shot of adrenaline in the arm there is that 2-run shot.
Yeah, no doubt. Of course, we've talked about McCrillis, and that may be all of for Williams here, but we've talked about McCrillis and his size, and we know he's got the power to do that, and he took that pitch and drove it out there, and Coach Collier's making a change.
So we'll have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank. We'll talk about some eggs during the break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing a refrigerated, a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24 hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Caesars get a large two-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large two-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're here in the top of the fourth inning. It was a two-run home run as ICC makes a call to the bullpen, being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank. Member FDIC. They're located right here in Fulton. And Brad, tell us about the new pitcher.
We got Nathan Reed, right-handed pitcher, freshman out of Tennessee, Arlington, Tennessee, as that first pitch is swung on and popped up out in the center field. And that's going to be the second out of the inning there. So Nathan,
one pitch, one out.
Yeah, one pitch, one out. That's good. Nathan Reed comes in today with 1 win, 3 losses, 8 appearances on the year, 21 and a third innings pitched, giving up 40 hits, 34 runs, 15 walks to 16 Ks.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Big swing and a miss there on strike one. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi helping you get back in the game. Visit OINMS.com. That pitch just missing low. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm like you. That had to be low because that was very close right there. But 1-1 count.
Pitch on its way, and that one missing low as well. 2-1 now is the count here to Brown. He singled, but was part of a Little Caesars double play to end the second. 2-1 now is the count here to Brown. He's catching in game 2. And that pitch, a beauty, slips right in there for strike 2.
Yeah, kind of took something off of that right there and dropped it in there. 2-2 count. So it wasn't something Brown was ready for there. 2 strikes. Did it again.
And there's strike 3. Beautiful job there, coming back to get 2 quick outs there by Reed. That's a Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th, but before we do that, we'll take a break. Let's hear from Renaissance and more here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Welcome back, as we just missed the bird landing in its nest up there, but you can see the nest out there in right center as we get set to move to the fourth inning, or bottom of the fourth, I should say. It'll be Collier, Butler, and McCarthy scheduled up here for ICC. Indians up in this one, 6-2 here in game two, trying to complete the sweep of the Eagles of Hinds this evening here in Fulton. That first pitch missing for a ball, 1-0 is the count. So Stone will dig in. He's 0 for 2 so far. Popped up in foul territory in his last at-bat. Does the same here, but it gets out of play for strike one.
Yeah, Stone had a pretty good first game. Had a few hits there, but hadn't been able to get one to get a hit on this game so far. So I know he's fouls that one back.
Yep.
Yeah, so I know he's itching to try to get one here and maybe change the tide a little bit for Stone, but. Indians still have that 6-2 lead here, but they're sharing hits 4-4 there. Hinds has 4 hits. Etowamba with 4, but the big number out there is 2 errors by Hinds, and the Indians have capitalized on that so far on those 2 errors. That's ball 2-2.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs as Stone starts us off here.
There you go.
This one's ripped, and there's the hit you've been looking for. This one should go for extra bases, as there's a solid leadoff shot there by Collier.
Yeah, that's going to be a stand-up double out there for Stone. Did a good job right there. Hit that one on the line. Very solid hit. Like you say, that's what he's been looking for. He had a couple like that the first game where they were very solid like that and good swings on them. That one looked a lot better than his first 2 at-bats here in game 2. So good for Stone. Puts a runner in scoring position with no outs.
ICC would like to get those 2 runs back that they gave up in the top half of the inning. And a good start to the inning there is now this will be Butler to the plate. He has walked twice so far here in game 2. Takes that pitch inside for ball 1. Well, the sun continues to tuck itself away behind the waterway here in Fulton. And I've said it many a times, and I'll continue to say it. Crescent Field at night is a special place. Grounder to the shortstop. Throw across the way is in time. Impressive play there. Tough, but makes it look easy.
Yeah, I agree. Good job right there by the shortstop there, coming over and making that play, and it was tough. It was well hit.
Yeah.
So that did help with that. But again, excellent defensive play out there by Hinds. They get the first out of the inning.
Now this will bring McCarthy to the plate with 1 out and a runner on second. That first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to McCarthy. He reached on an error, scored part of that 4-run third inning for the Indians.
Yeah, he's looking for his first hit here in game 2 as he fouls that one back.
Evens things up now at 1-1 here with 1 out and a runner at second. Again, ICC trying to earn the sweep here at home. McCarthy awaiting the 1-1 offering. And
I don't think you got to worry about Stone taking third.
No, and that pitch there, I think he just threw it to keep from it being a balk in that situation, because the second baseman really wasn't covering the bag. As that pitch up high for a ball, 2-1 now is the count. Thought for a second he was about to airmail that thing out to center field.
Well, I thought he was going to do that too, just kind of have lob out there. But anyway, like I say, you're not going to have to worry about Stone taking third. But McCarthy with a big swing right there, 2-2 count. Couldn't catch up with that.
He kind of just pulled his head through
Yes.
that one. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Runner at second. Bottom of the fourth here. This game scheduled for scheduled for 7 in game 2. Man, I am all over the place.
Scheduled for 2 innings.
Yeah,
I like
scheduled for
that.
2 innings. It's already over.
That's a strikeout. Got Evans swinging through that one. So that's going to be the second out of the inning here. And with that leadoff double by Stone, so far the Indians have not been able to capitalize on that leadoff double at this point.
Well, this is Bryce Glenn. He was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Swings on that one, fouls it off, and kind of what he did in the last one. I was going to say that he fouled it off his foot and then was hit by the very next pitch, almost insult to injury, as he fouls that one off for strike one. 0-1 is the count here to Glenn. Time is called. Not really.
Who?
The first baseman.
Did Ralph call time?
Yeah, I think Ralph called time. He needed a break. I think the first baseman was fighting some bugs over there.
Oh, okay.
That pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Glenn. It's always a fun time of year whenever things start to warm up. We've had to battle a few bugs here in the press box today.
Just a few.
So that pitch low and outside. 2-1 now is the count. Ralph's been fighting them off as well out there in the elements, running the camera for us today. Appreciate him doing that.
Probably wishes we'd share this bug spray that we got in here with him, but haven't done that yet. But it is in here. We've got 2 full cans of it in here.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll wait till the bottom of the 7th and hand him one of those. Kind of like he likes to poke fun at. Back in a couple of years ago, and actually Lee Adams, our former assistant SID, it never would fail on like Thursdays during the summer. I'd be like, guys, why don't y'all get out here a little early? It was 4:25 when we're supposed to leave at 4:30, and Ralph's like, "Really? 5 minutes? Thanks."
5 minutes.
So I was thinking it was like 2 in the afternoon, but it was 4:30.
Hey, get out a little early. It's kind of like it's kind of like this weekend. When you left, y'all did such a good job. Take Friday and Monday off.
Yes. This pitch popped up to the right side. Right fielder's going to come jogging in and will make the play for the final out of the inning. We played 4, ICC 6, Hinds 2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated
egg salad.
Yeah.
24-hour egg salad. Yeah. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the 5th inning. ICC leading at 6-2 here in Game 2, trying to earn the sweep this afternoon of Hinds and keep the chase for the playoffs in their focus here.
Batting number 2, Diego Maddox.
As will be the 9-1-2 batters due up, Maddox, Stavely, and Liscombe here for the Eagles. This is Reed on the heel here for ICC. And that first pitch fouled off for strike 1.
Well, top of the 5th, Pirates are now down 4-2. Sorry, Gore.
Oh, man. Sell the team. That's all. Every Pirate fan will agree with me. Our ownership is horrible. That pitch missing low, 1-1 now is the count. But I will say this, Brad, you haven't said anything this year.
I haven't.
Because you haven't had a chance to pick on me because we've been so good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shot to second. Throw over in time, 4-3 to retire Maddox. My Pistons have made the playoffs. We played the Knicks in the opening round. Not only that, we tripled the amount of wins we had last year.
Well, no, that's excellent. I have not because I haven't. I knew the play-out. Well, they're on the play-in series now for NBA, right?
I don't know.
I think it's
so,
just to play in. I normally don't tune in until this time of year, and I just tune in when ESPN sends me an alert. Nothing against it. I like basketball, but I'm just not a big NBA fan. That's going to be a good chopper to third. Ferris Fields, excellent job, excellent defensive play over there. That gets Stavely. Excuse me.
That was the first time he's been retired today, as he's walked twice before that. Quickly 2 away now, but yeah, usually for those that are watching for Hinds and maybe your first time watching here for ICC, Dr. Boggs really likes to let me know when my Pirates are losing, my Fighting Irish are losing, and when my Pistons are losing. So yeah.
Like I say, normally it's the only time of year I can get Gore because in the fall, he gets me all the time, lets me know about the Irish with football and, of course, state. It's just
it's coming back. Y'all got a good quarterback this year. Just stay patient.
We got to stay patient.
There's a shot to second, gloved over in time, and
good job.
3-up, 3-down inning there. The Indians get it quickly in the top of the 5th. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Chop Day and be back with more right after this. Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th. Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th. Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you come join us for Chop Day on Thursday. It'll be a fun day. Food for lunch, and then we'll break for a little while, come back with the football scrimmage. Football team very excited about some of the recruits they brought in. Of course, they won't be here, but some of the guys that have already kind of signed up early have transferred in. They'll be there, so a chance to get a sneak peek at next year's football team Thursday night here for Chop Day, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning, as that's the swing and a miss for strike one. This is Morris, Jackson, and Green scheduled up here for the Indians.
Yeah, Coach Macon rolled into his 3rd year here. That's going to be ball 1 right there, and feels pretty good about that recruiting class that he was able to sign this year. Got some guys coming back, too, that counting on. Had a very successful year 2 last year and looking to build on this. And that's sharply hit at short right there, but right at short, and it's going to be an out. But, this is that time of year. In my opinion, and, of course, you go to those 4-year, you go to universities and all that, and I know they don't take spring ball.
Everybody's changed it up this year.
They're changing it up a lot. But, you look at JUCO now, and, you get them 2 years. And if you get those guys that can come in January, and come on in, it's important for them to go ahead and they can start picking up the game quicker and the offense and learning it because you only have them for 2 years. Yep. And so spring can be pretty important. And so Chop Day, they've done a real good job of organizing that, as that one's fouled back right there by Bryson Jackson. And I know Brandy White Tyler Camp, President's office, they've done a real good job of organizing that. Student activities, community relations, as that was sharply grounded past second. It's going to be in the 4-hole right there. Jackson's going to have a hit. Y'all have done a good job of putting all that together. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a big day Thursday to basically culminate the end of spring football.
Yes, and be part of, I believe, be part of Indian Week as well, as there'll be a lot of stuff going on campus. We encourage you to visit iccms.edu to find that calendar there on our homepage and find out everything that's going on, all the exciting stuff. Always something going on here at ICC.
You didn't know I knew the word culminate, did you?
I did not.
I looked it up this morning.
I had to do a quick Google search to see what it was.
I looked it up this morning. I thought I'd use it, and I finally found a sentence I could put it in.
So that first pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Runner at first with one out here. That one in there for strike 2, so a nice job.
Yeah. Quickly ahead, 0-2.
So this is, I missed who this.
Houston Green. Oh, you're talking about on the mound. This is Carson Reed.
Yeah, Reed. I didn't make the change as that pitch missing for a ball. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, one out. Got a runner at first for Etowah. We're still hanging on that 6-2 lead here in the the bottom of the, well, he took that one off the helmet right there. So he's going to get a free pass to first.
Brad, here's an interesting note. This is the reason why I didn't think I had my pitchers right.
Okay.
Number 15 for Hinds.
Yeah.
Last name Reed.
Right.
Our current pitcher for ICC, number 15. Last name Reed. Both of them spelled the same way.
Sure enough, ain't it? I do see that.
Oh, the irony of this
How
here
about
world.
that? You know, we've had Lipscomb versus Lipscomb.
Yep, we have that today, too.
Yeah. Now we got Reed versus Reed on the mound.
They say every time you come to the ballpark, you're going to see something you haven't seen before. And, well, there's two things I can say that I haven't seen before. Is that pitch missing, 1-0 now is the count. As we flip it back to the top of the lineup here in Treadaway. That pitch, outer edge for a strike, 1-1 now is the count. We invite you to see photos of today's game. Of course, that'll be next week when we have those up with the extra break going on. As you can see those on ICCimages.com. That ball gets away, can't find it. Runner will go from second to third. Runner at first decided to stay put, so now the Indians will have runners on the corners.
Yeah, good job right there. Again, taking advantage of that little bobble by the catcher. It was kind of hit the mitt, and then it just kind of slung out. And honestly, just didn't look too worried about getting up and getting it. So I think it's Jackson at second. He just said, I'm just going to take third. So 90 feet away now from scoring, only one out.
So 2-1 now is the count. And that pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 now will be the count here to Treadaway. He doubled in a run his last time up. He would love to see that here again. Instead, that pitch outside for a ball. 3-2 now is the count. Count goes full. Treadaway will dig in here. And a little hit and run action. Rounder to short. That takes away the double play to throw over.
Got him.
It's in time, but it will score the run for the Indians.
Yeah, run does get in, like you say, and the runner's safe at second, too, because they didn't go for the double on that. So, again, ICC gets a run in this bottom half of the fifth here.
7-2 now is the score. I want to say that's about his sixth, maybe seventh RBI of the game. I know for sure.
Seventh, I know.
Yeah. So, he had 5 in game one, so that's the second here. So he's got 7 RBI on the day. Does Treadaway. There is 2 outs. Runner at second. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here on Ferris. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. ICC up 7-2 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Get him out in front.
And pops this one up. And will be reeled in for the third out of the inning. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirates, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza! Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. Hinds trailing in this one 7-2 as the Indians trying to complete the sweep of the Eagles here. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you, if you'd like to join the Alumni Association, you can do so by visiting iccms.edu/alumni. That's iccms.edu/alumni. As that pitch fouled off and out of play for strike 2 here to Busby.
Yeah, Reed quickly ahead for Etowama out there. 0-2 count. Good job coming out in this top of the 6th to get ahead. Got him.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to start the inning.
Yeah, that's huge right there, and that's what we talked about at Keys to the Victory right there, Adam. Beginning of the game was, taking control on the mound right there, not giving away those free passes, especially on those leadoff batters of each inning.
That pitch in there for a strike. Nice job by Reed. Just come in and fill up that strike zone, and that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
5-run lead like this, just fill it up and trust your defense.
And that's Chop right there to third. Ferris is going to get it on the run, not going to be able to get him. Clowers has got some speed, got some wheels. That's going to be an infield hit.
So a single there by Clowers, as you said, a tough play, and one of those you kind of hope it would go foul, but the ball tracked up the line enough that had to make a play on it, and probably just should have held on to it there.
Yeah, luckily it didn't. A lot of times when you know there's not going to be a really close play, you're not going to get them out. You just kind of eat that ball and not throw it to prevent an error. But luckily that didn't happen, and so stayed out there as that one's hit pretty solid out to center. No, I'm sorry, out to left field. And going to get the out. The runner's not going to be able to tag right there, so runner's going to stay at first. 2 outs now.
Yeah, it's one of those this time of night. It's tough to kind of pick up where the ball is going off the bat sometimes. This is trouble coming to the plate, as this is McCrillis, who had that 2-run home run his last time up.
Yeah, I could have said fly ball out into the parking lot. At least I would have, I was a little closer than that with centers. He does wave at that way out of the strike zone there for strike 1. Luckily, Stone was out there, able to bounce out, keep that ball in front. Runner not able to advance over to second. So 0-1.
Snap throw to first, not in time.
Oh, smoked. Line drive out into left right there. That's going to be a single for McCrillis. So excellent job right there, piece of hitting right there. So still 2 outs. Now you got a runner in scoring position for Hinds, and that's going to bring up the number 7 batter, Malia.
Well, Dr. Allen, he is having to chaperone the prom tonight, so he said he's trying to watch and listen to the game, and said, but the music is so loud at the prom that he can't hear us, which that might be a blessing for Dr. Allen and might be good for us because then we won't get in trouble.
That's true.
That pitch missing low and outside for a ball, but he says that music is so loud and his head hurts.
I didn't know the prom started this early. I thought somebody told me yesterday it started at 8.
They said get ready. They said 8, and they said, no, we want to start early. We're going to get turned up.
We're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get her started, and we're going to make it last all night.
That's what's going to happen Thursday when we have DJ Cole coming out. That's that pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 is now the count. That's chop day.
Yep.
Come join us 6:30. We'll have the football scrimmage.
Thursday night,
chop day. 1-1 now is the count. There is 2 outs. Runners at first and second here for Hinds. That pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count.
And drifted high, like I said, 2-1 as you mentioned. Stone going to make a mound visit here. I don't know if we're going to talk about some of the.
We'll talk about some of the things going on at Chop Day.
That may be what they're going to do. They're going to talk about Thursday night's Chop Day and what they're going to do and those food trucks that we're going to have out there that day. Hey, I'm going to go visit and get me a little crawfish is what he's saying. Stone might be saying, what are you going to eat?
Well, the good thing is that's during lunch. That's the first part of Chop Day.
Absolutely.
And then at night, if you're hungry, you can come here. We'll have Chick-fil-A for purchase.
Shut up.
Yeah, so you can go get.
You're joshing me.
I'm not joshing you. Your name is Brad, not Josh. But no, yeah, so.
Chicken filet.
Yeah, so you can come to Chop Day at night. There'll be Chick-fil-A at the field, so you can eat Chick-fil-A. You can get crawfish in the afternoon.
Man.
And you'll end up looking like me before the day's over, Brad.
What a day there. That's going to be strike 2 on the outside corner. Good visit by Stone, but can you imagine? I mean, that's a full day. Hey, and they got also supposed to have an ice cream truck at lunch.
Oh.
Crawfish, ice cream, chicken filet, dance, football.
Perfect day. Perfect day.
My goodness.
You're going to have to start stretching now, though, if you're planning on
I believe I'm going to start saving my appetizers. That one's going to be field your position again, right back at the pitcher, and that's going to be the 3rd out.
Big out there as the Indians get out of the inning with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. ICC leading this one 7-2. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dr. Allen's favorite song coming across the PA system right now. As ICC up in this one 7-2. Maybe I'm hoping the prom music was up a little bit louder that time. He didn't hear it. Let me say that.
It very well could. You're exactly right. Stone swings it, pitch one right there, strike one, kind of out of the zone there, had him going for it. Stone had a heck of a hit his last at bat, though, doubled. They were unable to get him in, though. That was the bad part about it. Doubled with no outs, but they were unable to drive Stone in. He holds off on that one, ball one.
So 1-1 now is the count. As it'll be Collier, Butler, and McCarthy scheduled up here in the bottom of the sixth for the Indians. They lead this one 7-2.
I just wish he had that one back.
Popped a mile high. Third baseman drifting over in foul territory. Now cutting back towards fair. Will make the play for out number one. Well, if you're just now joining us, the Indians won game one today, 16-7. It was the 700th career win as head coach for the Indians for Coach Rick Collier. ICC going for the sweep here. Important games down the stretch for ICC to try to stay in the chase for the playoffs. And then softball, they went on the road to Hinds and took care of business today with a 1-0 win and a 2-0 win on the road there at Hinds. A very tough place to play. So impressive to come away with those two wins there. That pitch in there for a strike beauty that just broke over. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, kind of froze him there with an 0-2, so got to protect the plate for Madden Butler.
So winning the 0-2 offering here. Check swing, fouls it all, does go forward. And nice job by the pitcher to quickly get there and record the out, 1-3. I thought for a second the way it bounced that it was going to go foul, but just an unfortunate bounce there for Butler. And that's the thing, when you're knocking the cover off the ball, that ball is going to take a hard right, go foul. But when you're in that little bit of a slump, that thing's going to find a way to stay fair and end up in the out.
Yeah, no doubt. And good job right there by Reed for Hinds there. I would have gone ahead and, as close as he was to first, field that ball as quickly as you can so you can go ahead and get that out and don't take the opportunity of him getting a hit. As McCarthy hits that one deep in the 6-hole out there. Shortstop fields it, but McCarthy runs it out. That's going to be an infield hit.
First of the game there for McCarthy. And that's what it takes. If you want to shake that slump, you hustle down the line, try to beat that throw. It was deep in the hole there, so it will go for the hit. And that'll be a single, a two-out single for McCarthy. Looks like we'll have a new batter coming to the plate here. It'll be Stallnaker.
They got a pinch hitter. Hank Stallnaker, as you mentioned.
Now batting number 7, Hank Stallnaker.
So Stallnaker will replace Bryce Glenn at the plate. As there is 2 outs in the inning here. Runner at first for the Indians. They're up 7-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Stallnaker will dig in, awaiting the pitch. Swings on the first one he sees, fouls it back for strike one. So 0-1 is the count. We invite you to follow us on your favorite social media platform, as there's a lot of weather changes that could be happening next week, so be sure and follow us there. You can also visit letsgoicc.com for some of those updates. Tuesday's a big night across the state as it's the JUCO Sports Hall of Fame induction going on at Pearl. We've got a guy by the name of Tim Dillard going in to represent ICC, and former NJCAA Player of the Year when ICC made that run in the College World Series. Played for the Brewers, played 18 years of professional baseball. That's impressive by itself.
Yeah, very impressive. So glad to have him represent us this year in the Hall of Fame down there in the sports induction. Looking forward to making that trip down there, go every year and try to support whomever the college inducts in that. And so I know we normally make the trip, and we'll kind of see how that flows with you, Adam. I know you normally make the trip as the runner goes, and he's going to be out at second.
It was one of those where didn't get a good jump there, easy throw down, and that will end the inning. Stallnaker, if the Indians have to come back to the bat in the bottom 7th, would be 2 up. But ICC 3 outs away from calling this one game. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
At Little Caesars, get a large two-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large two-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the top of the 7th inning. New pitcher as we go to a call to the bullpen, being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. Brad, tell us about the new pitcher.
Yeah, Judd Fowles, normally starting pitcher, coming in a little relief appearance tonight. Indians up 7-2, just trying to get a little action probably here on the weekend, and been out there in the bullpen trying to get a little game action here before next week, knowing he probably shouldn't see too many batters here. But 3.05 ERA coming in today, 8 wins, 1 loss, 11 appearances on the year. 56 innings pitched for the Indians this year, 43 hits given up, 23 runs. Here's the good statistic that you normally like on Judd, 88 strikeouts, so 36 Ks.
Yes, he will dig in here, get set to start us off as it'll be Brown leading us off, and swing and a miss for strike one. Brown, Maddox, and Stavely scheduled up here in the top of the 7th. ICC trying to find 3 outs to complete the sweep of Hinds this evening. And couldn't catch up with that one. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Judd, of course, all year when we've seen him, he makes quick work out there. He doesn't waste any time on the mound. He takes command and just goes out there and throws it. And so excellent job, then brings that breaking ball in there that I thought was a strike but wasn't. Me and the umpire did not agree on that one, which is fine.
He must not be hungry.
He must not be hungry. I'm a little hungry. But anyway, that was ball 1-2.
So now the count goes 1-2. And that pitch outside blocked up nicely there by Collier. Couldn't find it. I think Stone kind of surprised himself that he was able to get out in front of that one.
He's probably saying, I really didn't have to do that. There wasn't a runner on base. Why did I do that?
Hey, that's Stone, though. Stone's going to give you 100% every time he's out there.
He is.
So now the count's going to go 2-2 here as Brown leading us off.
Got him.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big pitch there. As there's 1 out now in the inning, this will bring Maddox to the plate. Or excuse me, this is actually Fairley coming to the plate.
Number 25, Kate Fairley.
So Fairley will check in here for his first at bat of the game. Replacing Maddox, who was 0 for 2. He grounded into a Little Caesars double play to end the 2nd, and then started the 5th with a ground out to 2nd. And so they will check him in, get all the lineups ready, and 1 out now as Files trying to close the door on this one. Not a save situation here, just as you said, probably a bullpen type day. Just want to get in a little bit of live action as that pitch outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. There is 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the 7th. And that one outside. 2-0 now is the count. Maybe just trying a little too hard on those pitches. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Indians looking to close the door and complete the sweep of the Eagles this evening here in Fulton. That pitch inside, though, but missing. 3-0.
Yeah, good eye there. bottom of the sixth. Tennessee's up on Kentucky 4-2. Top of the fifth, Texas up on Auburn 4-2. That's a tough series right there. Got two top 10 teams going at it. Of course, Texas number one. That's a 3-1 count. Judd came back and got a strike right there. Vandy up on Georgia right there. Surprising 5-0. Vandy took game one, I think, yesterday. And so it is just the bottom of the third, but 5-0 on Georgia. Georgia's a good team. That's going to be strike two, 3-2 count. LSU up 2-1 on Bama, bottom of the fourth there. Arkansas A&M tied, bottom of the third, 1-1. Same with State and Florida, bottom of the second, tied up at 1.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. Second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Judd.
Looks like A&M and Arkansas are playing the doubleheader today. Okay, yeah, because Arkansas won earlier in the day 11-5. And a close matchup over there in Missouri. Oklahoma took that one 17-7.
Nail biter.
Yeah, that was one that you probably wanted to tune into on TV and watch.
So with 2 away now, we flip it back to the top of the lineup as that pitch fouled off for strike one. As more bugs making their way into the booth. And that time Dr. Boggs tried to save it, but instead threw it on our crew over there.
Well, we're just trying to have a little fun.
Cam and Lexi, well, they're not going to like you anymore.
I don't think they do. I just got that look that that told me that my tires will be slashed when I leave this evening by Cameron. So she just gave me that look like,
I would say you betrayed her trust in you, Brad. You protected them from bugs all night.
Well, it wasn't the bad bug. It wasn't the waspus or nothing. It was just one of them fun bugs.
0-2 is the count. Pitch coming, and that one high for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. One of them fun bugs.
Yeah, every one of them fun. It don't bite you. It's just like a little friend.
So 1-2 now is the count here to Stavely as fans watching at home right now saying, can we please end this thing so we ain't got to listen to these guys
Yeah,
anymore.
Please, y'all end this so we don't have to hear Gore and Boggs anymore for the rest of the evening.
Raphael has taken his headset off and has thrown it 3 flights down.
Yeah, Raphael says, I'm done with y'all. It's a 2-2 count, 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Again, Judd on the mound. Last opportunity, last out here for Hinds to try to come back and win this game.
Pitch on its way, missing outside. 3-2 is the count. So Files forces the count full here. Nice at bat by Stavely. He's walked twice today, grounded out to third in his most recent at bat. So trying to find his way on for the third time here in game 2. So waiting the 3-2 offering.
Got him.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Strike out the side.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, says Judd Files as he strikes out the side there. And ICC picks up the win by the final score of 7-2. We'll move directly into our Renaissance Bank postgame report. Dr. Boggs, your thoughts on the afternoon here in Fulton?
In game 1, after a shaky first 2 innings there, felt a little better about today. And the Indian bats seemed a lot better than what we saw the last game you and I called. Indian bats were very, very good today. Again, they were taking advantage of situations. Yes, there were runners left on base, but they were taking advantage of situations where previously when we saw them last weekend against that series, they were not, and so did not take advantage of any of those situations. So, again, good to see that. Indian pitching better, too, tonight. And so, shaky start on their end, but they again came back. And it was a shaky start really for both games to start it, but Indians get the sweep. And so I know that's big right there. The Indians get this sweep, and that's going to help them in their standings when it comes to the playoff seeding and all that. But
here's a very unique tradition here as you're out there in left field.
Yeah, that's
after a sweep, they kind of give him an attaboy, and Coach Collier,
he's going to
enjoy this one as he gets the run through there. Appreciate Brother Chris, who was here earlier today, singing the message, let us know that Southwest bounced back and picked up the win in Game 2. So now we've got a 3-way tie for that final spot in the playoff, or at least that 10th spot right now, as ICC, Holmes, and Southwest all tied at 10-2 inside conference play. So, Brad, any final thoughts?
Well, we can do if I want to do my Sam's Town player of the game.
Yes. Your Sam's Town Market star of the game.
Star of the game, thank you. And I'm going to go just a little non-traditional tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Coach Rick Collier.
I love it.
Picked up 701, big day for him. Yes, the team did a great job, but I'm going with Coach Rick Collier tonight. He deserved it. Great day, great weekend for him. Picking up 700 and 701, getting the sweep, too, of Hinds, big conference sweep. Yes, the team did it, but, man, there's just not many times you can get coach in the business long enough where you can get 700 victories. And kudos to him, his family. Hopefully they'll have a good Easter weekend this weekend by getting the sweep and even picking up 701. So proud of him and proud of what he has accomplished here at his time at Etowah as a head baseball coach.
It's a good day on the diamond for ICC as the Indians pick up a win 16-7 in Game 1, 7-2 here in Game 2, and then in softball they sweep on the road at Hinds, 1-0, 2-0 as well. So for Dr. Brad Boggs, Raphael Henry, Matt Mallard, Cal Brown,
Don't
and
forget about
Casey
Chop
Smith. And Chop Day, folks, Thursday. Turn up. Dr. Boggs is going to come chop it like it's hot on Chop Day. Have a great evening, a great Easter, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.